Like I said, Omoba Eniola Ojajuni is my name. We occur on the 17th of February 2025 on my way to Abuja on a business trip because my flight was rescheduled by Aero Contractor. On our way to Abuja, we get to a town called Akoko, share a boundary between Okelgi and Ondo State. We were being ambushed by the Fulani herdsmen, about 10 of them dressed in the military uniform. The funny part of this attack was ambush was the Fulani herdsmen attacked us just about 2 minutes to the military checking point and Amateku security network in Ondo State. In the course of this ambush, 9 of us was kidnapped, and among 9 of us, I sustained 2 bullet injuries in my bumper, and which one has successfully been removed, and I still have one in my body now, which we are still hoping by God's grace next week or over we're going to remove it. The purpose of this press conference is to address, as a matter of urgency, to address a very critical security challenge that is facing the Southwest, particularly the Ondo State government. I hereby call on His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, to convene a very serious security Southwest Governor security meeting and youth involvement in order for us to tackle this security challenging the Southwest. And also, I'm calling on the Governor from Ondo State, Honorable Lokaida, to His Excellency. He can record after I've been released, about 6 to 5 incidents have happened in Ondo State, and more are still coming. And to further strengthen the security architecture of Southwest, the Southwest security needs to be taken consciously as matter of urgency, because the Fulani herdsmen, they are here to attack, particularly Ondo State, based on political promises that these people failed during the general election. In the course of this, my experience in the hands of kidnapper, I faced a very serious torturing. Every day I was subjected to 8-hour torturing every day. And for 12 days, there's no water, no food, despite the fact that I sustained bullet injury. But I bless God, bless family, friends, coalitions of Yoruba youth, many Nigerians who stood up and come to support me when I was being kidnapped by this Fulani herdsmen. The purpose of this press conference is as matter of urgency that the Fulani herdsmen want to strike in the next 2 weeks to attack the Southwest. I hereby call on Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to convene a very security council meeting that will involve the Southwest youth. Particularly, I don't want to share some certain things that this people told me because of national security, but I'm going to share some that is very important to the South. In Ondo State, I was taken to 7 camps out of 27 camps that this Fulani herdsmen have. And in Ekiti State, they have 16 camps. In Ogun State, they have seven camps. And in Osun State, they have 7 camps. In Ogun State, they have 5 camps. And these people promise to attack. Serious, massive attack. So, any governor of Southwest who believes that the priority of every sons and daughters of Karo Jew is very important to him, he must take this security precautions very important for us to address this once and for all. You may think it's happened to Ojajuni today, it may be the next tomorrow. Nobody, because I never think or dreams that being kidnapped by Fulani herdsmen. When our leaders, our father, the former SSG to the federal government, that is Olusha Chief Falayiwe, narrated the experience he has with the kidnapper, I was told it's a joke, but I experienced it. I don't pray for my enemy to experience such a challenge. So, the Southwest governor, the board is your court if you want life and property to be safe. In fact, these people confessed to me that they were the one that kidnapped a full G&G bus along Shagam Expressway around January. And to G&G motor transport, there are vital information I need to give you, which we don't need to dispose on the national TV. Southwest is under security threat, particularly Ondo State. Prince I, Prince Enolo Ojajuni, was kidnapped in my state, Ondo State, on the 17th of February. It was a tough experience. Thank you.
For the purpose of clarification and emphasis, I have to say this. My name is Comrade Prince Dr. Tolani Azan, the President General Coalition of Yoruba Youth Leaders. And let me say this, that the Coalition of Yoruba Youth Leaders is the apex body and the mouthpiece of the entire Yoruba youth throughout Nigeria, even in diaspora. And Afenifere is one of the associations under the coalition. The coalition is the umbrella body and the mouthpiece of the entire groups in Yoruba land. So we have more than 200 groups under this coalition. So in Southwest today, this is the number one group that can speak on behalf of the entire Yoruba youth. So the federal government should be aware of this, particularly as the federal government is planning the National Youth Conference. The coalition must, as a matter of urgency, be involved in that National Youth Conference, which is very, very important. And that's why all this information we are passing out today, we cannot say everything here, but we must be involved in that National Youth Conference. And the Yoruba Youth Summit will also come up in April in Ibadan to address some of these issues. Now, on the issue raised by Comrade Ojajuni, very vital information has been passed, and more vital information has been reserved for security purposes. I also want to urge the national government, the National Assembly, the state houses of assemblies throughout Nigeria, as well as our security agencies to also buckle up in the area of security, because security is everybody's business. We know that in Nigeria, we don't have state police. The governors are handicapped to some extent. The federal government should also review the issue of state policing and should also do more in terms of recruiting and equipping our police force, and also equipping the Amotekun force. In Lagos State, we don't have Amotekun. We don't know why we don't have it in Lagos State. Security, security must be enforced everywhere, particularly in Southwest. As Southwest youth leaders, we are more concerned about the protection of lives and properties of all youths and women, particularly in Southwest. And we know that our governors have sworn to uphold the Constitution, the number one paragraph in the Constitution, which they have sworn to uphold, is to ensure the protection of lives and properties of the citizens. This must be done by all the governors in the Southwest. So we are charging all our leaders, particularly in Southwest, and we thank God that our father, who is the president of the country, is also from Southwest. So please and please, we are appealing to the federal government of Nigeria, as well as all the governors from the Southwest, all the senators from Southwest, all the members of the House of Representatives from Southwest, all the speakers of the State House of Assembly from Southwest, all the assembly members, to please buckle up. We want to have a national security meeting in the Southwest to address all these issues. We don't want to have this ugly incident again in the Southwest. And that is why we are saying this is an end to every form of kidnapping in the Southwest. The entire youth are saying we don't want this again in Southwest, and we are saying a stop must come to every era of kidnapping and child abuse, and every form of human kidnapping, every form of ritual killing in Southwest Nigeria. We don't want that in Southwest. We want peace in Southwest. So we want to address some of these issues, and we are saying again, for purpose of emphasis, the National Youth Conference that the federal government is organizing, the coalition of Yoruba youth leaders, which I represent as the President General, must be represented. We must be there at the National Conference to address all these issues. So the Minister of Youth for the federal government, we know, is a responsive and a very good gentleman, a round peg in a round hole. We appreciate the effort of the Minister for Youth of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We appreciate the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for giving us a very good minister. But we want to actually pass a note of caution here, that the committee that has been set up to address the issue of the National Youth Confab must involve the coalition of Yoruba youth leaders, which I represent as the President General. And the coalition of Yoruba youth leaders is the apex body for all groups and organizations in Southwest Nigeria. Thank you very much for having me.